So you're going to take the heel of your hand, right, the heel of this palm, and you're going to take it all the way down to the top of the thighs, kind of where your thigh meets your pelvis. And you're just going to push with your hands, right? And when you start, your shoulders might even be up by your ears, and you could kind of push with the hands, pushing into the thighs there to give a little traction, right? So I feel a gentle pull coming all the way through here as I do this. And I'm just pushing, and don't worry about your shoulders yet or anything like that. I'm just going to rock my ribs a little side to side, so almost like I'm crawling my ribs away from my pelvis. And then I'm going to let my shoulders shrug away from my ears and keep pushing there. I'm giving the traction first so you really get a sense of this separation between your thighs and your pelvis. So when we go to lift our leg, it doesn't do this, right? I don't want you to lift your leg from your pelvis. I want you to give yourself this traction and just breathe there. So let's just hold this and breathe in. I want you to breathe into your belly and low back. And as you exhale, draw the belly in, sinking the navel in. Feel like you're sort of wrapping around your whole body like a corset. Inhale, breathing in. Exhale, drawing the belly in, keeping the ribs down, keeping the tail grounded, even keeping the sits bones kind of heavy right through here. One more like that, breathing in. Exhale, drawing the belly in, really nestling those ribs down. Let your hands come by your side. Make sure you keep that imaginary cup of coffee balanced. You're going to breathe in. As you exhale, you're going to test the waters by pushing into the left foot and practice lifting the right knee over the right hip and the right shin parallel to the ground. Check in. Did you rock your pelvis? Did you rock it side to side? Or did you keep that imaginary cup of coffee level? So I've got this nice fold, like a 90-degree angle going from my thigh, my knee, at my hip joint, and at my torso, and lower down. Just try that on the other side. You can use the pressure of this right foot into the mat to help you stabilize the pelvis. As you exhale, draw the belly in and lift the leg up. Notice that I didn't lift my ribs up to do that, keeping them down. Inhale as you lower, take a minute. Exhale, draw the belly in and float the right leg up. Inhale, dropping it down. Exhale, as you lift the leg up, it should feel both heavy, like the leg itself should feel heavy, but as you lift up, it should really feel like it's just magically floating up. Very easy, as if there's a roll in there. And remember, release the crease. Inhale as you drop down. Exhale, drawing in to really stabilize the center line from head to tail. And lower down. Inhaling at the bottom. Exhale, pushing into that foot, drawing the belly in, and lifting that leg up. So if you are newly postnatal or are just working on building back your core strength, or if you've had abdominal surgeries, this might be where you want to start, just with breathing, pulling the belly in, and lifting one leg up at a time. If you want a little bit more challenge, what you're going to do is you're going to float the right leg up, then float the left leg up. You're at this true tabletop. I want you to take your hands to your knees here. Keep the ribs back on the mat. I didn't tuck my tail, so I'm not rocking there. I'm really keeping that stable. There's a lift in the small of my back. My hands are going to push against my knees, and my knees are going to push against my hands. And what I'm going to do is push all 4 points towards each other and breathe in. Exhale, drawing the belly in the whole time I exhale. If your belly starts to push up and your ribs lift, go back to one leg at a time. Breathe in. Exhale, drawing the belly in, drawing the belly in. Really getting this lift and connection, this hollowing and narrowing, especially my low abdominals, from my hip joint towards my navel and right around my navel. One more like that. Breathing in. Drawing the belly back on the exhale. The whole time you exhale, if you get towards the end of the exhale and your belly starts to push down or out towards the ceiling, you've gone too far. So the whole time you exhale, you're pulling in, pulling in, pulling in, pulling in, pulling in, but keeping everything stable. And then you inhale and you lower one foot down and the other foot down. We're going to start with just the chest lift. Interlace the hands. support the head and the hands, and bring the elbows a little into your peripheral vision so that your shoulder blades are broad and connected on your ribs. You're going to keep the tail heavy. You're going to breathe in. As you exhale, draw the belly and the waist in and hinge or drop the ribs down. So it's like you're rolling through the ribs, sliding the back ribs back and the front ribs down. And I'm just going to hold there and see if I can breathe not just into my belly, but into the back of my body, so that I'm using this expansion into the back and sides of my body to help me stay up. And then releasing back down. Take a big breath in for nothing here. Exhale, rounding up again. Really stable in my hips and my pelvis as I just control my ribs. Inhale, coming back down. Exhale, we're going to hold on this next one. Exhale, sliding the front ribs down and the back ribs back to be a little anchor for my head to just float up. Holding that level. Then what you're going to do is you're going to press into your right foot as you float your left knee up, hinging in the hip. Lower that left foot down. Inhale. As you exhale, you watch this quadrant of your ribs to your pelvis and keep it stable as you float a leg up. And lowering down. Breathing in. As you exhale, float a leg up. Let the head rest into your hands and don't worry about coming up too high. Exhale, drawing the waist and the belly in, floating the other leg up and down. Exhale, draw the belly in. Maybe at the very end of your exhale when you feel like you've really pulled all that in, then the leg just magically floats up. So the leg feels both heavy and light at the same time. Float the other leg to join so both legs are up, and we're going to hold this for 3 deep breaths. Breathing in. Exhale, drawing the belly in, sliding those front ribs down. Get the low belly active as well. Inhale. Exhale, drawing all that in. So it feels like all of this is just kind of weaving in and back, right? Remember, if your belly is poking up towards the ceiling, take a leg down. Just do one leg at a time. Breathe in. Exhale, drawing the belly in, drawing the belly in, drawing the belly in. At the very end of your exhale, lower one foot down, then the other foot down. Relax, release. Kind of wiggle around, do all of your adjusting. Find your length and your stability, your center. If you're lifting your head, take your hands behind your skull. Bring the elbows into your periphery, and then lift up by sinking the back ribs down as the front ribs slide to the pelvis. You're going to breathe in, and as you exhale, just test the waters, watching this balance of that quadrant, floating one leg up. The quadrant is your ribs to your pelvis, right? So keeping those 4 points stable and square. Cup of coffee does not need to burn you. Float the other leg up when you're ready. Maybe you're just doing one leg at a time. Please keep one foot on the ground if that's safer for you. You're going to inhale, drop the toes down, breathing into the backs and side of your body. Exhale, sink the belly and the abdomen in like you're hugging it in and lift the leg up. Breathe in as you lower. Exhale as you lift. We can always reverse the breath, but I'm just picking one today. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Releasing the crease. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Just try it for once, trying the opposite. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to float up. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to float up. Just notice what feels better for you. Then we're going to take both legs together. You could even squeeze the legs together if you wanted to, but I still want to keep that release of the crease. Keep the ribs stable as you start to take the toes. Notice I didn't bend my knees and drop my toes this way. I'm still trying to keep that tabletop as I tip my toes down to the ground. That's about as far as I can go before this happens in my back, before my back overly arches. I'm going to keep that stable, drop my toes, release the crease to bring my legs back up. Inhale down. Exhale up. A lot of lower abdominal work here. Inhale down. Exhale up. Try the breath the other way. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Hug the knees into the chest. Relax, release. Relax your shoulders. Mine got a little tense from holding my head up that long. So another reason to keep your head down. Interlace your hands. Take them behind your head. Bring your head and chest up. Wiggle a little bit through those ribs and already get a sense of, oh, I can just roll across the ribs here. Try and get the shoulder blades on the back, so on the rib cage, so they're not resting on the mat. Float one leg up. You could always keep this leg down, but the full exercise is to float both legs up, keeping the cup of coffee balanced, right? You are going to drop the right toes down and twist towards the left leg. So the leg that stays up, you're going to think that rib cage rotating towards that side. Breathe in as you come through the center. Exhale, go to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, rib to hip, hip to rib, twisting across. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Head releases. Exhale, twist. I'm coming center each time. One more time each side. Breathing center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Come center. Lower one foot down, other foot down. Bring your head down. Release. Do a little knee sway. Maybe you hug your knees into your chest and rock around. And breathe and come up to sitting.